Yeah, it's 5:03 on the 21st of January, 2013. I said 24th of January, right? Not 21st, 24th. Let's just clarify that. The 24th of January, 2013. I added a couple new videos that I found on YouTube. So I have a troll, calls himself Yahushua, and but I'm not the only one he trolls on. He's been going on a lot of people's pages, and he doesn't use language like our God would, because our God is not going to go on people's pages and swear at them and say the F word. So, so if you get him going onto your pages too, it's probably because he's jumping up in mine. So I'll apologize right now. I don't know why. This person who has no videos out himself is going to go and jump on other people pretending to be the Lord, except God said that there will be people among you that is going to pretend to be me when the time gets closer. He must be on some really good stuff. Medical marijuana is one thing. I think he's on some crack, some smack, some coke, or some really nasty dope. And I don't mean marijuana. So, I wanted to do that before I got into my next one. We left off on Genesis 24, and Isaac married Rebekah, and now we are on Genesis 25, birth of Jacob and Esau, and we are in the year 2025 BC. And again, we're in the New International Version Bible, 1984, and they have it, the death of Abraham. Verse 1. Abraham took another wife, whose name was Keturah. She bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan was the father of Sheba and Dedan. The descendants of Dedan were Asherites, the Letshites, and the Lemites. The sons of Midian were Ethan, Epher, Hanok, Abidah, and Eldah. All these were descendants of Keturah. Abraham left everything he owned to Isaac, but while he was still living, he gave gifts to the sons of his concubines, and sent them away from his son Isaac to the land of the east. Altogether, Abraham lived 175 years. Then Abraham breathed his last and died at a good old age, an old man and full of years. And he was gathered to his people. His son Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah near Mamre, in the field of Ephron, son of Zohar the Hittite, the field Abraham had bought from the Hittites. There Abraham was buried with his wife Sarah. After Abraham's death, God blessed his son Isaac, who then lived near Beer Lahai Roi. Ishmael's sons. This is the account of Abraham's son Ishmael, who Sarah's maidservant Hagar, the Egyptian, bore to Abraham. These are the names of the son Ishmael listed in order of their birth: Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael; Kedar, Adbeel, Mibshan, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jetor, Nebish, and Kedemah. These were the sons of Ishmael, and these are the names of the 12 tribal rulers, according to their settlements and camps. Altogether Ishmael lived 137 years. He breathed his last and died, and he was gathered to his people. His descendants settled in the area of Haval to Shur, near the border of Egypt, as you go towards Ashur, and they lived in hostility toward all their brothers. Jacob and Esau. This is the account of Abraham's son, Isaac. Abraham became the father of Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he married Rebekah, daughter of Bethuel the Aram from Paddan Aram, and the sister of Laban the Aram. Isaac prayed to the Lord on behalf of his wife, because she was barren. The Lord answered his prayer, and his wife Rebekah became pregnant. The babies jostled each other within her, and she said, "Why is this happening to me?" So he went to inquire of the Lord. The Lord said, "Two nations are in your womb, and the two people from within you will be separated. One people will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." When the time came for her to give birth, there were twin boys in her womb. The first came out was red, and his whole body was like a hairy garment. So they called him Isaiah. After this, his brother came out with his hand grasping Isaiah's heel. So he was named Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when Rebekah gave birth to them. The boys grew up, and Isaiah became a skillful hunter, a man of the open country, while Jacob was a quiet man, staying among the tents. Isaac, who had a taste for wild game, loved Esau, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Once when Jacob was cooking some stew, Isaiah came in from the open country famished. He called to Jacob, "Quick, let me have some of that red stew. I'm famished." That is why he was also called Edom. Jacob replied, "First sell me your birthright." "Look, I am about to die," Esau said. "What good is the birthright to me?" But Jacob said, "Swear it to me first." So he swore an oath to him, selling his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and some lentil stew. He ate and drank, and then got up and left. So Esau despised his birthright. And that's the end of chapter 25.